John Lennon once said that Yoko Ono is the world's most famous unknown artist. Everybody knows her name, but nobody knows what she does.
Light a match and watch till it goes out. Watch the sun until it becomes square. Use your blood to paint. Keep painting until you die. Steal all the clocks and watches in the world. Destroy them.
Yoko Ono is, I think, a very underrated artist. She's been somebody who's worked in all different kinds of forms, music and film and video and performance and so forth. And that's in the nature of her work. It's conceptual work that crosses boundaries. From the beginning, Yoko Ono's work, like the work of a lot of artists around her, was collaborative or participatory. You were either supposed to follow instructions or you were invited to take part in some event.
There was a work in which the viewers were invited to hammer a nail into a white board hung like a painting on the wall. She takes a tree, and the invitation is to write a wish and tie it to the tree. A chess set, but all the squares and all the chess pieces are painted white.
The whole idea behind her work was often about her stepping away from the work itself. There was something kind of gentle and generous about the work, not imposing.
It gives a feeling of unfinishedness, which is life. And I like the idea of having a dialogue. Audience participation pieces are basically a piece of a dialogue.
With half a room, she's taken all kinds of domestic objects, sawed them in half, and painted them white. She's inviting us to complete the picture. With yes painting, also known as ceiling painting, you're invited to climb up the ladder, take a magnifying glass, and read the type on a framed sheet of paper attached to the ceiling.
I think Ono's work is really about the notion that an idea can be put forth. A beautiful thought in your head, maybe, just a poetic idea, and that it floats out there, and you can take it if you want. You can make something of it, or not.
For me to perform cut piece was a very frightening experience.
Cut piece is a performance in which people were invited to come and cut pieces of clothing from her body. It's one of the earliest feminist works, this idea of violation of the woman's body.
It was very important that I would wear my best clothes. And I had very few clothes in those days. And so each time I performed it, I just lost a suit, you know.
There's also a way in which she sits there impassively like Buddha, and it's a strangely moving piece, disturbing. And that's an element of her work, often, this subcurrent of violence and violation and self-sacrifice.
Perhaps Yoko's most important work is the 22 instructions for paintings.
With the written instructions, Yoko Ono is basically saying you can finish the work for her. She provides you with a language, essentially a bunch of words, and you can finish the work physically, or you can finish it in your head if you want.
Some pieces, I think it's nice that they finish in the mind, conceptually. By conceptualizing things, you have an incredible freedom suddenly from just being tied to objects and things that are in the real. The kind of thing that I'm interested is not so much what is actually on paper, but it's something that is beyond.
And I think that's the interesting thing about Ono's work. It can seem that it's almost, it's nothing, but it is an idea which can be very beautiful if you wish to give yourself over to it.
Major funding for EGG has been provided by the Pew Charitable Trusts, investing in ideas, returning results. EGG is also made possible by Dorothy and Louis Cullman, the Lewester T. Mertz Charitable Trust, Marilyn M. Simpson Charitable Trust, Sylvia and Ralph Ablon, and by contributions to your PBS stations from viewers like you. Thank you.